Hello, I'm back again. I know I made a video earlier on our daily bread for June 3rd, 2025, but I did say that there was two questions, but I only read one question. So I'm back to do the second question. Um, so it reads that how does knowing the certainty of his character help you trust him as a promise keeper? Well, there are a lot of examples in the Bible where God keeps his promises, like the promise he made to Abraham that he was going to have a child on a certain day in a certain season. And Abraham did. Abraham had a son, just like God promised him. And he told Noah that he was going to blot out all flesh, and but he was going to save him and his family and two of every animal, and he did. Those are just two examples of God promising something and delivering on his promise. If my favorite saying is, if he did it then, he could do it again, and he will do it again. So it just boggles my mind that he can perform all these miracles and keep every single promise that he has said. And it just fills my heart with joy because I know the stuff he promised in the Bible will come to fruition. So all these things that he promised and said, and it just warms my heart knowing that he will fulfill his word. Oh, also, there's another thing. On the bottom of it, there's like a little, I guess it's a little prayer. So I'm going to read that. It says, "Great God, thank you for promising to care for me." And that's so true because he has taken care of me really well. There's some situations when I was younger that I don't know how I got out of them, and I always felt like there was like a presence with me, just protecting me. I knew my mom told me that that was Jesus, that was God. I was like, but I always, in my back of my mind, like right here, always thought like, is it really? But now that I see all the things he has done for me and that I trust him, know Jesus as my Lord and Savior, I know for sure that was Jesus protecting me. That was him. That was him the whole time. There are some situations that I can tell you about that um will be like, what? That really happened? Well, I am going to share one of those stories with you. Um Back in like 2012, I went off to college, and I went there early and in my dorm, and unfortunately I am not proud of this, but I was smoking weed. And I was smoking weed with some of these guys in their dorm room, and I felt like it was wrong. Like I had to get out of there. Like something was telling me, leave, Jackie, leave. So I ended up listening to that little voice, and I left, and I went back to my dorm room across the hall. And then I heard something, and I look out the little peephole, and I saw a security guard go into the room that I had just left. And it turns out everybody that was in that room, because they were all smoking weed, got kicked out and told to leave the campus. And I thought to myself, like, wow, that could have been me, because at that time I didn't have anywhere to go if I had got kicked off the campus. So I was like, wow, That was one point where Jesus saved me, even though I was not a believer at that time. And it just shows God's love for me and all of his grace and mercy. I'm just so grateful for that. So, thank you for watching this video. Like and comment. Please comment. I would love to hear what you guys think. And if you have any suggestions on what else I should post about, just let me know. And I will always answer your comments. All right? Love you guys. Bye.